Hey, I'm Katie, and this is Living in the Now. On my channel, I talk about everyday manifesting, stories and examples to help you to manifest everything you desire. Today, I'm going to share a cool story of how I manifested an apartment. It was amazing to see how it worked and happened from simply saying what I want. And just from that, everything got arranged and worked out for me. So the first step was, I decided what I wanted. I wanted an apartment and to live on my own. I said or thought of a few details about it, like one bedroom, close to work, a price I can afford. I said that and thought about this for a short period of time. Later, I looked online for an apartment and didn't really see any. Then days later, I decided to kind of drive around near where I work and see if there were any apartments in a close distance to it. I just happened to drive down a certain road, and I liked the area around me, and then I saw a group of apartment buildings. I glanced over and saw one building, and said in my head, loud and clear, I want to live there! I didn't really think anything more about it. There was no apartment name, no signs saying for what the apartments were called even, no for rent signs, so I just drove away and continued with my day. Later, a week or so had passed and I found a different apartment and got approved and accepted if I wanted to live there. But around the time to sign for it, I got a bad sinking feeling and knew it just wasn't right. But this gave me a belief that getting my own place was possible. If you really look at it, then you can see I felt like I had it. Like I had an apartment, or would have one. And to manifest things, the core feeling is to feel like you have it, right? So I didn't get that one. And later that night, I looked online and increased the price of the apartments a little bit. And side note, I didn't even have anything saved for an apartment, just money based off each check. And I didn't care though. I wanted an apartment anyway. I looked and saw a different apartment online, within the distance range of where I worked. It had a few pictures and it looked like it would be good. So I called the apartment man, and he was very friendly and he asked some things about me, and he said, well, you sound like you'd be a perfect tenant. And then we arranged for a showing. Then at this point, when I Googled the address, is when I discovered it was the exact building I had said I wanted to live in. I was pretty shocked and just went along with it. Others even looked at it right before me, and that made me wonder, well, who would he choose? I looked at it and liked it and filled out my application for it. Days or a week passed, and I called to ask, well, did I get approved or chosen for the apartment? And he said, well, of course you did. And that was it. I got what I wanted. It was also interesting to add that shortly after I got it, then there was a Black Friday huge sales that came along, and I got to get everything I needed for the apartment. It was also interesting the timing of when I had drove by the apartment and said I wanted to live there, and the timing of when the person moved out. It was also interesting that not too long after, I got a new job that was even closer to the apartment, and it also paid me more so I could afford it. All worked out and was arranged in my favor. This is how manifesting really works, or can work for you too. See how things, people, and even you all gets arranged and moved and lined up so you can have what you want. It's so amazing to see, especially when you decide on purpose what you want, then say it, then see it happen. Then you know firsthand your thoughts create. And then you use that same method to manifest other things as well. So what is the breakdown here? What's behind it? What made it all work? And also work so fast and easy. So step 1, I decided what I wanted. I decided I wanted to have an apartment on my own and a few details about it. Step 2, I said flat out in my head, I want to live there. I said it with confidence, and in those seconds of saying that, I felt the mood and feeling of having it. Like, yes, I want to live there, and felt as if it was true. I felt the feelings of having it. That was like a snapshot. and that impressed my mind. Step 3. Circumstances don't matter. Although I didn't have tons of money saved, although there were others who looked at it before me, although I wasn't sure I could even rent or be approved, I still didn't get discouraged. I still was led to where I wanted to be. I had remained calm and stable, had emotional stability. I was upset about the first apartment and that sinking feeling, but it wasn't a bad feeling about my desire for an apartment overall. It was just a feeling about that particular apartment. But that situation also allowed me to feel the deep feeling of having an apartment, which further allowed my desire to happen. Step 4. I didn't emotionally react at certain times. Most people would be upset or react to others looking at an apartment right beforehand, or worry they may not be chosen. I didn't know I was doing it at the time, but I can see now that I had a good mental diet, and that no matter what was presenting itself to me, I still had a good mental diet that told a story of what I wanted. I had a story of what I wanted going on. I had a positive story about my desire. For example, a story like, I got approved, okay, I can be approved for other apartments. Or when others at the first apartment looked at it also, I would think, well, that doesn't matter. They will choose me anyway. Maybe they aren't nice or quiet or have certain things that you need or require to rent an apartment. Maybe they don't have those things. And I kept the story in my favor, or that they'd choose me. Of course they would choose me. And then they did. So basically, I said first what I wanted, then I kept on with my story of what I wanted, and had good thoughts about my desire. And then it happened and manifested. And that was it. It really can be that easy to manifest things. It's so amazing how everything got arranged, like the person must have decided to move out right after I said I wanted to live there. And I was led down that one road where I found it, then also led to the posting for the apartment online. It all feels so natural as it's happening. It just sort of comes to a point when you suddenly have a realization, like, wait, whoa, this is what I said I wanted. And it happened. It's just something just happens to stand out to make you become aware and realize it. The point when I realized it in this story was when I looked up and Googled the address to find it was the exact building. It still amazes me how it worked out. So really all you need to do is decide what you want. Say what you want. When you say what you want, feel or see yourself or feel the mood you'd have if you had your desire. Feel like it has happened or will happen, only in those seconds that you say you want it. And that's it. You can just completely let it go then, and not think of it again, and it can manifest. Or for some desires, it does come to mind again later, and at that point, you continue to think positive about it, and say the wanted story of what you want. The only thing preventing your desires is your bad thoughts about it. If you want another cool story like this, see my video called Instant Manifestation, Step-by-Step Success Story. That was about a shirt I saw on a random person, and I just decided I wanted it. And then how it happened and manifested for me, and how everything worked out for me. It's another example of how it is so amazing the way things can be aligned for you. You led to things, and things led to you, all based off saying what you want, all based off your story. If you want to manifest a soulmate, which really actually means a person ideally suited for you, or means an ideal match or a match of what you decide and say you want, then see my video called How I Manifested My Soulmate, the exact thought story that worked in less than 2 weeks. And if you want to manifest money, see my video called Manifest Money Now, the exact story I said that worked in 1 day. I said that story and I got a raise and a bonus. If you want more on how to manifest in the easiest way ever possible, see my video called Manifesting Explained in the easiest way ever possible. Be sure to like this video, share, and subscribe. What do you want to manifest next? Comment below and let me know. That's my video for today. Thanks for watching.